Hello everybody, John Ashworth here, the Fitness Nomad. Welcome to this week's workout. We're getting ready to take a trip to Evanston, Illinois to visit some friends there, and I was filling up the dog food, and I thought, we just bought a new bag of dog, sneak in a workout before it's time to go. So this was a 35-pound bag of dog food until I filled up the other bin that we use. So now it's probably a good 15 to 20 pounds, and we're going to do a few moves with this, a couple stretches on the yoga mat, and maybe one other stretch, my favorite quad stretch, because the quads are feeling a little tight. That's take a trip, is I'll get up, get a workout in, get a good stretch, keep the back in order while we're you're just going to hold this in front of you and squat. Remembering when you squat, your knees are over your ankles, butt goes back, you're on your heels, you're going into your heels, and right now my foot position is just slightly toed out. Toes, so we're going to crank out 10 of these. That's about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now in last week's workout we did a lot of pushing, so now we're going to do some pulling. And the cool thing about this bag of dog food is that you can it's a handle. So we're going to get into that bent over row position. Nice neutral back, weight evenly distributed on both feet. And I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 10 on each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The nice thing about this is no bench or nothing to hold on to, is you're getting more leg work, and it takes quite a bit of grip strength to hang on to this bag. As you do, right foot is forward, left foot is back, neutral back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I can feel that all the way through my entire arm and into my back. When you go to pull, you want to always think about initiating with the back. So you can see here, if I come a little closer to the camera, when I pull, the first move is with my back and then my arm bends. So you want to think about that as you're doing your pull moves. Here's another one. I'm going to put both hands on the bag of dog food, wide stance, toes out, and we're going to go down, touch the bag of dog food on the ground again, sitting back into your squat, knees over your ankles, and then we're going to swing. And down, touch, swing, down, touch, swing. We're going to do 10 of these at the floor. But before we continue, here's a couple of things to think about. You really want to make sure you draw that belly button back up and in to stabilize your low back. This is kind of like a kettlebell swing in the gym, which can be very difficult and challenging and strenuous on the back if you're not stabilizing the core by scooping the belly. So I'm going to turn sideways here. I'm going to go 5, 6. You can swing it as high as you want to. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. All right, move number 3. Move number 3, similar, same position with your feet wide, toed out a little bit. You're going to squat and then pull it up, down, pull it up. That's 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10. Okay, at this point, my forearms and my hands are a little tired. So we're going to come down on the mat and we're going to go into the casual dog, which I think, if I remember correctly, was in last week's workout. So actually, let's start on all fours. We won't go into the casual dog yet. We'll come into the cat-cow, because with your hands on the mat in this manner and taking your back into a nice rounded position, and then hollowing it out as your head comes up and you take a big deep breath in and exhale, you can think about spreading your hands and fingers on the mat to give them a little bit of a stretch from all that work they were just performing trying to hold that bag. So just rounding and exhaling, arching and inhaling. Knees are under my hips, Hands are under my shoulders. If you're having difficulty maintaining or even moving your back in this position, that is a good indication that you have some work to do to build some overall functional strength and flexibility in your core and your back, and in your back in general. So we're going to pull out the stability ball. I'm going to sit on the stability ball, and I'm just going to roll out all the way out until my head and shoulders are on the ball. Now this is a terrific core move, so if you just go into this position and then think about lifting your butt into the air, locking down that core, scooping the belly, drawing that belly button back up and in, and just bringing your hands above you and out to the side, you'll get a nice stretch in the chest and the shoulders, which we were just, the shoulders in particular, we were working, and you can kind of even move in this angel stretch movement pattern. And now as my glutes start to feel like they're getting a little bit tired and tightening up on me, I'm going to come up, I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to go into the next stretch, which is for the quads. This is a little bit trickier, so be careful with this one. You're going to walk your feet out, and again, head and shoulders on the ball. Once your head and shoulders are on the ball, you're going to stop your feet. Don't walk any farther out with your feet. Come up on the balls of your toes and keep rolling forward, and that's going to put a nice stretch all along the front side of your body. Be careful if you have knee issues. This might be something you want to avoid. It's definitely something you want to be careful of. So we go into that stretch and we come back. We'll crank out just a few crunches while we're here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to roll back out into that stretch again. Nice and easy. Kind of actively drawing the knees toward each other, but you don't have to touch your knees together. Just thinking about that motion as you do this stretch. And then coming back up. And we're about at our 5-minute time limit. So there's your circuit. You've got squats with the bag of dog food. You've got a regular squat with the bag of dog food. It's about 15 to 20 pounds. Could be anything heavy and anything awkward. Then over row. Okay. Your dog food bag swing, whatever you want to call it. And then the 2 stretches I just went through. Let's go ahead and finish with the casual dog. We're going to keep this one. So this is the downward dog position in yoga, lifting that butt up into the air and bringing one foot behind the other foot for a nice emphasis on that side that you've gone to. 3 or 4 nice big deep breaths, switching over to the other side for 3 or 4 nice big deep breaths. Good. Have fun with that one this week. It's a good example of how any average everyday household item can be turned into a workout. That's 5 minutes. My heart rate's up. My energy's up. I feel like a completely different person. John Ashworth, the Fitness Nomad. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.